A huge thank you to this episode's sponsor, Cantrip Candles. Cantrip Candles is an LA-based company that makes fantasy-themed fragrances. Their collection of over 20 different scents range from the freshness of mountaintops to the dankness of dungeon depths. Black-owned and queer-operated, it's a great small business to check out at cantripcandles.com. Thank you to the folks at Occupied Hex for supporting this campaign. Occupied Hex is an independent tabletop role-playing game publisher based in Denver, Colorado. Occupied Hex are best known for their games such as Streets, Valley Heat, and of course, the system we're using today, Duster. Check them out at the links in the episode description below. Thank you to this week's sponsor, Viridian Gaming. With over 1,500 sets of dice from popular brands like Q Workshop, Chessex, and HD, you're sure to find something you'll love. Viridian ships 5 days a week from their shop in Syracuse, New York, and since they're incredibly affordable, their metal dice only cost around $20 and they're still excellent quality. I can promise you that it's impossible not to end up with at least a few sets from them. I already have 2 and a third is in the mail right now. Check them out at viridiangaming.com or through the link below.
Hello and welcome to Old Rush, a Duster campaign. We are back and I'm your GM, Iffy Wadiway. And surrounded me in this digital table are my friends and great players. Why don't y'all introduce yourselves?
Hello everyone, my name is Annika Seeley. You can find me all across the internet at Annika Seeley, ANICASEELIE. I am a co-creator, co-producer, co-best friend, Iffy, of GOTH Media, Get on the Horse Media, which is bringing you this wonderful adventure today. You know me, you love me as the character Pug, who is a brawler, not with a heart of gold, just a heart, muscle, and blood, and gosh, just a normal heart. I am going to pass it off to Owen.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Owen, at Owen Bones everywhere, musician, streamer, general guy on the internet. And I am playing Fish, a previously neurotic pacifist who might have found a taste for combat after shattering a couple kneecaps with some telescopes over the last couple episodes. And I've also developed quite the interest in telekinesis as well, coming out of my shell a little bit, see where things go. Also, trying to make friends somewhat successfully with Spade over here.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Fish. I am Johnny Stanton. You can find me Johnny Stanton IV everywhere on the internet. And I am playing everybody's creepy little freak, jealous guy, Spade, who is hopelessly in love with Pug.
Hi, I'm Christina Ariel, KrystinAArielle. Spell it right or you get the wrong person. So, I play Jinex. And she is a witch-like, so she does stuff. And now that she leveled, she doesn't. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you what it does, but there's a thing. So,
and we are the big fishes.
Yes. Well, yes, and yes, y'all are the big fish. But just to fill in folks tuning in again, Christina, do you want to hit us with another speedy recap?
Yes. Okay. So these are my 2 things in notes. So I'm going to combine those notes and we're going to go from there and we're going to see if we can figure out this time what happened. Okay, so these are the notes from last time. We're going to start there. Storm the Floodlands together. Driver Felicia, The Chosen, Ace, Coastal Core Mercenary Group, Bennett, Assigned Adventure, Children of Cain, Spell Check, Scaver Gang, Anti-Tech, Dream Find, CIP2, Storming Children of Cain, Scaver Outfits. What would they look like? Journal of Fellow Witch-like. Now we find ourselves. So, no, we're not trying to cross there. That's at the end. So there's the Children of Cain, and they're watching over the text Gas Gang wants to get rid of. So Indeedy got away. So we're taking a car to go across the Crystal Accord, and then Pug had an orgy, Spade had a shooting lesson, Fish had a meditation session, Pug sparred and mollywop Roach. Hold for breath and plane. So Spade had a boxing lesson, Fish had a meditation lesson, Pug sparred and mollywop Roach, who then we had to go and drive to the entrance, go back to the top. Oh wait, we decided not to work with him because we don't know our plan to work with Skip. So we linked with the Crystal Accord, Beans, and Fallon and Felicia and Bex and Roach. We fight with Dirk, starting with and his homies, the Wandering Warriors. They are 2 hoodlums, so we're trying to cross the Golden Gate Bridge. Oh, that's when it comes full circle, looking for the Scaff Gang.
All right. And the last words that were spoken was "fuck Scaff," and I've asked you all to roll initiative. So why don't we find out how those rolls went and go roll off.
I got a 5. It don't look like Jinx got one too.
Your girl starting strong with a 3.
I got a 3 as well.
All right, two
Yes.
2 5s and 2 3s. That's we're off to a
Pug
solid start.
believes that Fish is her soulmate, and she's gonna express it loudly in front of Spade. Just kidding. Not canon.
hurting
Spade
me.
rolls with disadvantage this
Just
time.
hurting me. Why?
Oh. So when you roll the same initiative in this game, you can decide who goes before who. So if you want to go ahead and
I'm gonna go first
Okay,
because whatever I don't use, I can hand off to Jenix.
got it.
Okay, I'm gonna roll 2d6. I rolled 5 plus 2 for the amount of skills that I've mastered. That's 7. So I'm gonna pull out my cool new gun and attack with my cool new gun. It's a long gun. It's really long, and I've actually connected it to Steel Whispers. So now I have a ukulele that has blades and is a gun. So remind me, do I just roll a d? I'm gonna shoot one of the guys with a gun, who has a gun. Am I making sense?
Yes. So there is. So you at this point, you see there's one person holding a scatter gun, and then the person you were speaking to, Dirk, has a repeater.
I'm going to use my repeater and shoot Dirk because he has better range than the other guy. So I'm going to pull out the gun and shoot him. And I'm going to roll a d6.
Okay.
And that's a 1. So I don't think anything good happens. Fuck it. Jenix, go beat him up or something, or create a storm. And I give you my remaining 2 action points.
Okay. So you so you basically graze Dirk with that shot that barely missed, and he takes that 1 damage or 2 damage because it's a long gun. You said.
I did a long gun. I rolled a 1.
Okay. And a 1 is 0, right?
I mean, I guess so.
And you get a +1 damage
Yeah.
modifier, so it's 1 damage. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I do.
Yeah. Even with a long gun, even with
Yeah.
on a 0, you do a little. You still do a little damage
Nice.
because
Well, that's
it's
because
a
it's some
freaking gun.
Spade is
So-
amazing.
All right. We came to play. And Ginny, it's your turn.
Ooh, okay. So Jinx is going to walk up to Dirk, and she's going to, her eyes will start to cloud over, and you'll see a storm start to form in her eyes. But she looks at him, and then she touches him between the eyes, like in the Crossroads video by Bone Thugs and Harmony when they touch him in the middle of the thing and they pass out.
Uh-huh.
So she's gonna walk up, and her eyes are gonna roll back. She's gonna touch him in the middle of the forehead. She's gonna say, "Tell me your secrets." And so what she's using is future event. You can ask a question about a possible future event in a target's life silently or out loud, and then touch them. And the GM has to make a fate roll, and based on the roll quality, you'll give them a vision that may or may not be related to said event.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna cause psychological damage.
All right. Let's see. Give him
Push it with
And
the
you-
trauma.
And you get to see this future too, right? Jennings, you get
Yes.
to see the. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. So you see Dirk kind of smirk, laugh, and point his long gun, his repeater, and take a shot. And you hear someone cry out. You don't know the voice, but you hear them cry out. And Dirk kind of looks at you and smiles and goes, "Thanks for the little fortune teller. Looks like we have good things ahead, don't we?"
Genix, how many action points do you have left?
How much did that cost? That was 3 points, so I still have. Oh wait, I think I still have 4.
Because I gave you 2.
Yeah. No, I still have 2. I'll just use your 2. Because that was 3. Alright, go ahead. What can I still do? Can I react?
Let's see. You can move. There's 1 AP for every feet that you move, since you're standing right in front of a person with a gun. You could climb. Attacks are 4 AP. You said you only have 2, right?
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, you pretty much can move, or
You can hold on to it to dodge, too.
or hold on to it. You can also, you can carry your AP so you can use it to dodge later.
Alright, I'm gonna hold that. Because he seems rude. He's gonna shoot me? That's so mean.
Okay, so first, what happened when this battle initiated? You kind of only really noticed Dirk, who was at first kind of holding a sidearm, and the two people flanking him with bats. And now you have seen more people kind of pour out. So you see 3 more people. You see one person with a scattering gun kind of pull out from the front of from the cars that were blocking the way, and you see 2 knife-wielding boys kind of rush out too. And so now one of the knife-wielding boys is going to run up to Genix, who I keep calling Jenny.
Hallucinogenics.
Yeah. Jenny.
If I ever get a fan club, hallucinogenics.
All right. Let's see. They are going to try and stab you. Take a slash. There we go. The blade got it. And they hit you for 3 damage.
You can try to dodge that if you like. Looks like she's trying to do it.
Yeah. So you roll.
A 3.
Roll 1d6, 3, and you subtract one of the following modifiers.
What was he attacking with? A knife?
So knife. So you subtract 2, and so you got 1. So you would take 1 from the total incoming damage and take 2 damage.
Nice. Well
Now,
done.
normally it costs 3 AP to dodge, but I let you do that for 2 just to show the dodge mechanic, and because no one's dodged yet. And
I got
because
so
I
much
can.
cool stuff I can do when I got dodge, and every single time I'm like, I'll eat the punch. Oh. The only thing is just making sure that we announce we're gonna dodge before the damage roll is announced.
Yes. Okay.
So just gotta remember to do that.
Yeah. Magic the Gathering rules. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not a blue player, so I'm sufferable.
Mono blue?
Oh yeah, mono blue can die. Okay, so that's the knife.
Wait,
so
okay,
now,
we're keeping this in the episode. Can I show you guys my Magic the Gathering playmat?
Sure.
is that Nicolas Cage?
That is
National
Nicolas
Treasure?
Cage.
National
Nicolas
Treasure.
Cage, the national treasure.
I don't remember him having I was gonna say I didn't remember him having a rifle on his back. But that's
Oh,
just
he
the-
did. Because
but that's
that's
the-
where you can put your deck, and then you put your graveyard there. It's really good. Anyway, we have to keep this in the episode, but we can.
Okay,
move on.
yeah, all right. Well, the guy with the scatter gun, just to show you I appreciated that, takes a shot at Annika.
At
Pug.
Annika or at Pug?
At Pug. But for some weird reason, thinking of you when it happened. It's like, what is it?
No.
All right, let's go ahead and do it. I'm about to roll for that damage.
All right, I cannot dodge because it has not been my turn yet. So I'm just gonna flex my abs. Hit me! Stop trying to hit me and hit me!
And we're gonna talk to you about your battle strategy after this, Pug.
We're gonna talk to me about my accents. Why do I sound like this now?
All right.
Yeah.
There it is. So, the person with the scattergun runs up and right to where you're standing, Pug, as you've just gotten out of the car. Kind of stands next to the line blocking the entrance to the bridge and takes a pot shot at you with a scattergun and does.
Wait. I haven't taken my turn yet, but because I have 2 skills mastered, you did let Genix dodge with 2 AP. So
Yeah, go ahead, dodge with 2
Are
AP.
you trying to use like future points right now?
I have the 2 AP that you would have as well. So roll 1d6, and you are shooting with a gun.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh, nothing happened. Cool. All right, so go ahead and take 5 damage, Pug.
Thank you. I would love to do that. That's awesome.
Future points.
I would tell the teacher they forgot to give homework.
Yeah, but Pug, now it's your turn. So now you can see what you're gonna do about that.
Well, it would be Owen and because Owen.
Okay, so you wanted Fish to go before? Okay, Fish, it's your turn.
No, I think Pug's gonna have to go. Sorry,
Okay.
Pug just got.
I like Fish is like getting ready to do stuff and
y'all
just pushes
are
me
both in
away.
the car, like kind of doing that thing where
Yeah.
someone is
like,
opening the
sits
door for the
over,
other,
yeah.
and
I'm like, no, you go first. No, you
There's
can
a
get out
seat
first. It's
over the
okay.
lap to be able to get out
Yeah,
first.
let me
Yeah,
just
it's
here.
it's one
I'll
of those
unbuckle.
cars where you have to like push the front seat forward to get out of the back, and you're in the front seat, and I just like slam it down and push it forward, and you're just like stuck, like ow, 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 ow.
Fish, do
seatbelt.
something. Get out of her way.
The seatbelt's choking me. I can't breathe.
I don't care. I just took buckshot to the sternum. So I am going to, I guess, roll. I don't have my 2 AP anymore because I tried to use those. I got awesome 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 AP to use. So I'll use I'm guessing 2 to get out of the car, which puts me to 5. And then
I'll give you everyone's car will be a free action because
Cool.
I'm imagining everyone, because y'all were talking to them. So I would say that that motion that, hey, we're about to fuck, when someone's yelling fuck Scav, you knew what was up and y'all were
Reaction to holla at Pug.
you can be a scrub for a free action because I do want them.
I'm gonna spend 1 AP at least to put on my brass knuckles.
Okay.
So as she's getting out of the car, she just does that really cool thing where she puts her hands in and then comes out with the knuckles, and you're like, what is the physics? How were those fastened in there to do that? They're just this high ass holster. I just do fingers in the pit style. And then all she can do is just hit. So it was Scaff that shot her point blank?
No, it was a person
ain't
holding the
here.
scattergun. Scaff ain't here.
Interesting.
man-
She I also get 1 extra AP for every ally near me. Do I get to count Roach and all of them as allies? How many allies are within 10 feet of me right now? Because your girl's gonna do some damage. She's just doing like in the pit, mosh pit style, just
Let me see.
Get him, babe.
just wall of death, party of 1. Just run.
As of right now, I'd say Ace is in the car with you and everyone else, and the next car is filled with everyone else.
Okay, but the next car is probably 10 feet away or more. So
Fish
1,
and
2,
Spade are
3.
also in there, so 3 plus 3.
So 10 AP total to spend. So she's gonna hit Gun Boy.
Yes, Gunboy.
What she's gonna do is she's gonna teep him. So just leg up, then just donkey kick him directly into his diaphragm. That's just flavor because she's mad.
Good things you put the brass knuckles on.
Yeah. Yes. She's so mad. She put her brass knuckles on and then just started kicking. Okay, cool. That is a 4 for
All
damage and to hit. Oh, minus 2, so it's a 2.
All right, 2 damage. All right. So you kick him in the chest, and he kind of buckles a bit and holds onto the gun, definitely out of breath, as you kind of kick the wind out of him. But he's standing and he's kind of smirking because all these fellas seem to be very cocky. They have a long history of winning fights like these.
That's fine. I got a lot of AP. I'm not done yet. So she teeps him in the chest, and then as she brings her foot down, she lands with her foot pointing out a little bit, and then just whips around and just kicks him right in the neck with the other foot, which is another. We have fun. That is another 2.
Wrap it around.
All right.
Fully around. Okay, how confident is he looking now?
Oh, I mean, he's done that like classic villain. Like he took that kick and he kind of spit blood out to the side, and he like tries to like bring his fist up like fisticuffs, but he's holding a gun, so he's like, I have a gun.
So as he brings his gun up, because she just did her kick, her weight is down on her front foot. So as he brings his gun up, she's gonna take uppercut right into the floating rib to see if I can get him to pass out, which I guess is also just flavor because I don't have that power.
Finally using those brass knuckles.
Finally using those brass knuckles. So that is just one damage, 1 to hit.
All right, so that's 1 damage. All right, so you did a total of 5 damage to this bozo. So he's looking a little beat up. You know, his nose is bleeding a little. But he has a gun, so he's still pretty confident. But you got them licks in.
Can I? Okay, I am going to give my last 1 AP to. I have 4 left. I'm gonna give 1 to Fish, and then I'm going to just take a breather, have some orange slices and some juice. Just kind of chill for a second. So that is my turn.
You're up, Fish.
Okay, Fish first has to disentangle the seatbelt from around his neck. I kind of struggle with that for a bit. Put the seat back, stay in the sitting position. I'm gonna look back at Spade and be like, "Are you gonna get out?"
So dramatic.
too?
Just do something.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to be courteous. All right, so I'm just gonna stay here. I can do what I need to do from the seat. All right, so I'm gonna first use push/pull. Can I use that on the gun, the scatter gun that the dude closest to the car has? I want to try to throw it out of his hands.
Yeah, I don't see why you would not be able to.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for that.
Yeah, and then he's gonna do a contested force roll with you on that.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. He rolled a 6. So like you hold on. I'm gonna say no, that works because he would do a contested roll if you were pushing and pulling a target. But since you're doing a weapon and he's kind of beat, the scattergun kind of flies away and he's scattergunless.
Awesome. Okay. There's another guy with a gun standing with a scattergun also.
That's Dirk.
Dirk,
Oh no,
and he has
Dirk has the
repeat-
long gun. Repeater.
Yeah, he has the long gun.
Okay. I want to use my remaining action points to use my skill Grounded on him and try to yank him to the ground.
So you see, so upon doing that, you just see he's kind of like holding the gun. Gun's still smoking. Gun is not smoking. He did not take a shot yet. He's holding the gun and he like looks confused for a second, and you kind of see. It's a weird sensation because you see his skin and clothes pushing down, and you can see him trying to fight against it. And it's like those videos where someone's like going like up on a roller coaster, and you kind of see their face pull back with the wind. That's kind of what you see, and then he just crumples to the ground and falls over.
Awesome. I'm gonna look back at Spade and be like, "Hey, okay, if you need to get out, you know, I'll just move the seat forward. Just like let me know. You know."
I'm hanging out the passenger side of my best friend's ride right now. I'm okay. I have my own door.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Let's see. So, and now it is Dirk's turn, who is gonna do a roll to see if he can get back up. All right, that is a 6. He is back up, and he's looking right at you. So he's gonna take a shot at you with his repeater. There's a real quick way to fly up someone's hit list, and that is making them hit the ground and look goofy while doing it. It was kind of funny. His skin was stretched. Oh, I don't mean to roll this well, but let's see. Every DM ever, I don't mean to roll this well, but buckle up. All right, there it is. So you take 6 damage. And he uses an action to reload, and then that'll be his turn. And then the second person with the knife comes out and rushes towards Pug and does no damage. You see them rush out, and it's a woman kind of in a leather jacket with like armor on it, and she's screaming wildly and takes a swipe at you and completely misses.
Can I use 1 AP to wink just to see, like, just like a super quick? Does that do anything?
It seems like they still want to kill you. It seems
totally fair. Relatable, honestly. Okay.
Now the Bat Boys come to play. So actually the Bat Ladies, they're ladies. I like women with weapons. So they're gonna come at. So one's gonna come at. The first one is gonna swing at Genix and do nothing. So you see one take a swing at you, Genix, miss. It almost seems like they were kind of like scared because they realize you are a witchy person, and they don't know if they want that smoke, and in their nervousness missed you. The other one joins the knife party near Pug.
Hold on, is she attacking Pug? Because I'll try to dodge before you.
Yes.
Okay, and that's. Oh, I have the AP to spend.
Yeah.
1. Oops. Out. Got a 6.
Ooh.
Got a 6, which is great.
Okay. -2, right?
Because she's holding a knife. Yes, so that's a 4.
This is a bat, so it's the same. 4.
Oh.
So you completely dodge it. So you.
Okay, so it was my counter equal to the damage roll. It was more than the damage roll because I rolled a 5 minus the 2, so I had 3. You rolled a 6. Okay, because I have something called fast counter. You counter if your dodge is equal to the damage roll. Oh, so I countered either way. Actually.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Ooh.
I'm gonna hit her right back. I'm gonna hit her right back.
That rocks.
I have to remember. Hold on. Time out. I have to remember how to do a counter roll. Okay, you have to make a reflex roll and succeed, or fall prone and take 1 damage.
Okay, let's see. Yep, she's on the ground and took 1 damage. So you dodged and you like just as you wink at this knife woman, this other one comes with a bat, and you kind of do that like boxer kind of dodge as you turn, and she trips over Pug's leg and just hits the ground pretty hard, like one of those like rake style hits where it's just like
hell yeah.
And now we're in the next round, and Spade, you're up again.
Okay, Ace, weird question. Are you still in the car with me?
Yeah. Oh, what's up?
Do you have any again? Do you have any poisons in the car? Like in your armory, did you have any like poison that you just forgot to hand out that we can maybe use?
Do I have any poisons?
Do you have any
I
poisons?
forgot to hand
Poison.
out. No, I don't have any poisons. Look, y'all got this. I'm talking to the beta team in the back, and we're figuring out how we're gonna do it. We're figuring out how we're gonna proceed. But y'all take the battle from here. And you see, and you notice
all this alphas up here.
The car in the back does drive off. It seems like they're trying to come from for a flank
position.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll roll my action points. I get +2. Oh my goodness! I just double sixed it up. That's 14 action points. Okay. Is there anybody near Dirk and Genix? Are there other people attacking Genix, right?
Yeah. So Genix is currently got Dirk in front of her, got a bat person to her right, and a knife person to her left.
Okay.
And Pug, just to give you the rundown, has a knife person, and a bat person, and who did you run up and punch?
Me?
Scattergun?
Was it a knife person or
Gunboy?
Gunboy. Oh, Gunboy.
Scattergun
Yes, and
boy.
the Scattergun. Yeah, so that's the 3 because I knew you had 3, and I was like,
okay.
So it's Scattergun, knife, and yeah. So there are 2 of your partners are flanked by 1 person with a gun, 1 person with a knife, and 1 person with a bat. Basically, all the energy, the group of enemies, 1 is surrounding Pug, and 1 is surrounding Genix. There's 1 lever to this train that can save 1 of them. Who are you going to save?
I think my girl Pug can handle herself.
You saw her character sheet. Don't know if you'd agree.
Well, I have a lot of action points to play with here, so I'm gonna do
That's
what
true.
I originally played with. So, after getting just thrown off by Ace, not having any poisons in the truck apparently, I'm going to.
You say it like it's weird.
You described it as an armory. You said like he opens up his trunk and there's every gun.
Any armory still isn't gonna have poisons in it. Like I'm not gonna go into the U.S. Armory and be like, "Where are the poisons?"
I feel like several reasons why you shouldn't do that.
Okay, so I'm going to pull out a bullet from my pouch, kiss it, stick it into my rifle, and then try to aim like using the scope on Steel Whispers. I'm going to like aim right down, like get crosshairs right down the middle of Dirk. He's completely distracted, and I pull the trigger, and then the knife person who is attacking Genix just for a split second goes like right in front of him and just like blows right through the chest, and just instantly killing him.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah, so you take this shot at Dirk and it's lined up perfectly. You're about to do the killing blow. Unfortunately, though, the knife person jumps in front. It's like, no! And
Genix, just do something to him. I'm really pissed off. I'm going to turn my attention away. And I see Pug needs my help, so I'm going to reload again and make another shot.
Okay.
This one I actually have to roll for, and I'm going to attack the scattergun fella.
Okay.
Oh, is there like a cone of effect? Because should Pug like duck?
Oh no, I have a rifle.
You do? Okay, cool. I think last time you shot at her, so she's just kind of preparing.
My dice like me right now. I just rolled a 6, which is a 7 + 1 for the long gun.
Okay. So tell
8.
me how you dispatch of this scattergun man.
As he raises his gun up to like point blank shoot Pug, I like reload a bullet really quickly, knock it, and then shoot his hands off, like as the gun just drops to the ground. And I'll give you the option. I'll give Pug the option. Pug, you can either finish him off like outside of your turn, or I want the gun to hit the ground, automatically firing back up at him as he dies of his own bullet.
All right. Pug, what do you say? What say you?
You have to choose whether I need Spade to decide which one Pug will find hotter.
Oh, that's a Spade decision. Yeah, and then you're gonna do the opposite one. Yeah, I think setting you up for the alley-oop is the hotter one.
Okay, so in that case, Pug is going to grab the gun, drop it on the ground in just the right way that it just shoots him in the face, because I really wanted to see that happen. Just like kicks the gun out of the air and it just like bonk right in the head.
Just gun through it, just like wrap her.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and then she'll turn to Spade and be like, "You could have just let the gun fall and do that. Like, this could have been your kill.
I didn't.
It would have been so hot if it would have been your kill.
Yeah,
It's really hot when people kill people.
That is all 4 of my action points with 2 kills. You didn't see me just obliterate that other person. I mean, you're not gonna think that's hot. Sorry, I missed it. I had something in my eye. Yeah, I guess I think it was an eyelash. I'm not. You got knife on you. You got knife on you.
Yeah,
you have a knife sticking out of your shoulder.
Did I actually get stabbed? I don't know.
No, you missed being stabbed. You got shot in the chest though, but otherwise.
Just this blood blossoming.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just didn't see it. I was distracted.
That's my turn.
All right. Well, Genix, you're up.
All right. So wait, that took out the guy.
The night person. Now Dirk is still standing in front of you, and you still have a bat lady to your side as well.
All right, y'all, let's talk for a minute. I'm a big fan of diplomacy, fan of like figuring stuff out, right? So here's the problem with that. Y'all tried to shoot me. Y'all tried to shoot my friends. You've got this lady over here with a bat on me. You had somebody with a knife on me, which I think is just absolutely rude. So, I mean, we're not going to have a whole, like, manners lesson right here in the middle. I mean, we're all, you know what? We're all here for a good time. We're just here, and her hands start moving. And she's kind of slowly walking around to him. So she goes over to Dirk. And she runs her fingers across the back of his neck and says, y'all, we could be friends. She goes over to the bat handler and runs her fingers along the back of her neck. Y'all, there's so much that we could do. Like, if we just work together, right? That'd be such a nice thing. But what she's actually doing is she just cursed both of them on their fate rolls. So she just did snake bit. And so they will be snake bit in a skill of my choice.
Ooh, okay. Sounds good. What skill did you want to snake bite them in?
I would like to hit them in their physicals.
Okay. And their physicals.
Kick them right in the physicals.
Right in the physicals. They're snake bit on all physical rolls.
And since I still have a little more that I can do, I'm also just going to start a little tiny thunderstorm over their heads. No rain, just some clouds and some thunder. Now listen, we could do this the easy way. We could do this the hard way. You want to live or you want to die? Because, I mean, one of us ain't leaving here, and I mean, I really like my life. So, what you want to do?
He looks at you for a second, and he comes quiet. He's like, "There is nothing you're gonna be able to say to get me to work with you and Scav. After he double-crossed me on that deal, I vowed to kill him and anybody who worked with him. So yeah, you gonna get it."
Well, here's the thing. What if we don't work for him? You're mad at us over an assumption that you made, and when you make an assumption, you make an angle side out of you and me.
You said you looking for Scav. Only reason people looking for Scaff is either to kill him or to work with him. Which one you doing?
I mean,
third thing.
Yeah.
like I can't really like say exactly what the thing
You
is.
can't really
but
say.
I'm telling you that maybe our views are not quite aligned. If you understand what I'm saying, that I might be sworn to secrecy and can't tell you exactly all the details of. Read between the lines.
Look, I need straight up facts. No details, no double speak. We don't trust double speak around these parts. That's for all the fancy people sitting up there in their clean pants and the silver dishes. Down here, right here, in these wastelands, say what you mean and mean what you say. Are you with them or against them?
Your weapon. How am I supposed to have a nice conversation and trust you not to shoot my face off if you got a weapon in your hand?
This weapon gonna stay in my hand until, and he kind of motions towards your whole party, your whole outfit, and it's like, until those weapons are away.
Well, how about we have a ponderosa? We'll take all the heads, me and my friends. You come sit down. We can actually have a nice little calm discussion. Nobody else has to die. I mean, look at your friend. He just got his face blown off. You want your face blown off? I want my face blown off.
Your big friend is literally over there leaking blood. And I can make
So
that
why
happen.
should we go make Listen. Let's sit down, have a ponderosa, come to an understanding, and nobody else has to die. I don't feel like fighting, and I don't feel like cursing nobody else today because it's really draining.
Roll your persuasion, and I will have you roll against his intuition.
What you got?
I got a 5. What do you have?
7.
7? All right. He kind of looks down at his outfit mate who just took a bullet for him. Kind of looks over to the bat person. Notice he's the only one with the gun, and there's one gun there, and a gun available to everyone else. And he's, sure, let's have that ponderosa.
Why didn't we lead with this?
Because yes. And so he's kind of motioning you, but then you notice something catches his eye, and he kind of like starts to reel back and get behind his car and take cover. And everybody go ahead and
little dance.
everyone go ahead and roll focus for me.
No. I got a 2.
4 for speed.
Fish got a 5.
6.
Okay. All right, 6. So you kind of see, like, everyone who rolled basically above a 3, you kind of see this rumbling in the distance, and you see these cars kind of pulling up, and you see just kind of one of those like Jeeps that don't really that are just kind of like the roof is gone, it has a soft top but it's not there, and they're kind of pulling up, and it's a convoy of 3 cars. And Genix, since you had that 6, you can clearly see that it is Scaff rolling up with his gang and pulling up. And so then Dirk kind of shouts out to you. It's like, well, if you ain't with them, I guess you better get ready to fight. And anyone want to make any quick preparations before this convoy gets there?
Hey, Big Fish, can we get a huddle? Can we get a really quick huddle?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
we need to
huddle.
decide.
Let's get everybody
We
together.
have to choose a side.
We have to choose a side, but like, how is this gonna affect the fact that we're gonna pretend to blow everything up and then sell it later? That was kind of the plan we were going for, right? Was that the plan we were going for?
I think so. Well, we were gonna get to the tech, kind of do a vibe check, and then make a decision. And there are a lot of people that are really harshing sort of the vibe flow chart.
That vibe check is really blocked up.
I was banking on the vibe check, honestly.
Okay.
Vibes are not immaculate.
Not immaculate. How?
I mean,
Do we know?
look,
Yeah.
Scaff's group right now is gonna like super overpower the people that we just like. They only have like 4 out of their remaining 6. I feel like we might as well continue fighting these people and act as if. Wait, we met Scaff at the beginning. I feel like it'll be easier for us to convince Scaff that we're on his side at this point than trying to beat Scaff right now.
I mean, anyone is a persuasion roll away.
Yeah, I think I might be able to take care of this. You know,
Or
these
deception,
guys, they seem to have laid down their weapons at least towards us anyway, thanks to Gen X over here.
Which will make it that much easier to just slit their throats.
I could try, using some tech magic here and trying to get Scaff to spare them. You know, that's the best we can do, I think, if we care about their lives. And hey, if it goes south, it's either us or them. So
I do want to make it very clear that we do not care about. I don't care about their lives. There may have been sort of a miscommunication there. We can spare them, but like, hugs pro-death for both parties. But that's not important.
And no holds barred here.
How close is the convoy? Like, can they see like what we're doing? Like, how close are they?
I mean, they basically have probably seen bodies in the cars, and since you're able to make out Scaff, they are probably able to. Not probably. I am the GM. I'm gonna give you the information. They can see you. So they've seen you. They've seen Dirk and his crew. So they know that at least. They see bodies. They know that at least a fight has happened. So it's fairly easy to, like, you clearly have a choice here, because it is very easy to convince that you're with him or against him, but that's not necessarily like you have fought off Scaff's men this whole road up here. So you also have to convince him that you are that you are on his side, but it is very
running an option.
I mean, running is an option, but this is your only way into Floodlands right now.
While we figure this out, I'm going to drink a tonic because I need healing.
Can we parse motivations again really quick?
Okay. Yes.
Scaff.
Yeah.
Scaff is
this weird wild card. It seems like you know what everyone wants. The children of Cain want to keep it out of other people's hands. You know that there is a group called the Chosen that think that that tech imbues them with special powers. You know that your group, the Coastal Accord, they want it just for the money of it all as these mercenaries, but all you know is that Scaff wanted you to destroy this, but that's all you really know about it. You don't know why he wants it to be destroyed. You just know he wants it to be destroyed.
What if
the Coastal Accord, do they have beef with Scaff specifically?
Yeah.
I mean, not necessarily. This basically they broke into the fight. They seem to know everything that's going on. Yes, Christina?
Okay, so I still have action points left, and I want to that's why I want to know if they are close enough to see, and is Dirk still agreeable?
Combat has ended. Dirk has since kind of so far held up this truce, and him and everyone who was fighting you are now behind those cars on the bridge, kind of preparing for what's to come with Scaff. So they're away from you, and so now it's just y'all at the car, and by y'all I mean just y'all. Ace seems to be missing.
So I have an idea. We grab Dirk, and we put him in a chokehold, and we hold him and we just tell him to go with it, and we act like he's our hostage, and we get him to work with us real quick. And so that makes it look like we aren't working with him, but it also lets Scaff know that he can trust us a little bit because they don't like each other. So we just use them and play off each other, and maybe then we can work together after he leaves, and we show him that little sign of faith, unless he makes us kill him, in which case we just kill him.
I mean, I feel like Dirk is not necessarily going to go for that. He doesn't want to put himself in a position of vulnerability with Scaff. I was thinking, what if I just went and talked to Scaff? Like, what if I just kind of, tell him that, like, hey, we're willing to work with you for a second.
As our PR representative, why don't you and
I have
Fish,
a +1 to emotional, and I have a check mark in deception. So, like, I could
boys date, girls date, boys night out, girls night in. You and Fish can go talk to Scaff.
Okay.
And Genix and I can just like hang out and vibe.
Yeah, I will say I do think it's a good idea if he's agreeable to try to keep Dirk here down with our plan, try to keep him alive. Because if we can somehow continue to play both sides, and even if he's taken as a prisoner or something, a show of good faith, we never know where the tables are gonna turn, who's gonna turn on us. We're still waiting on that vibe check. So while I don't necessarily care about their lives, I do think it would be within our benefit to try to keep everyone alive for the time being. And so us splitting off, I can use some tech powers. Gen X can use some witch powers. We can feel it out. I think we'll be okay.
And Spade and Fish can use the power of newly forged friendship.
Sure.
Friendship is
I'm gonna grab Steel Whispers and just hold up, like, the rifle, like, neck is just up in the air, and I'm just gonna yank on my waistband and just rip out my very somewhat white underwear and attach it to the top of the rifle and just hold it up, walking towards Scaff's as like a white flag.
Okay.
And I follow. I'm gonna follow behind him.
Walking with the flag.
Okay.
And,
so
and Genix and Pug are talking so much shit on them while they do that. What was the flag for? I don't get. What was that about?
Okay. So
I get it. Like, do you get it? Get it?
I get it, but I don't have to like it.
So Fish and Spade, you kind of walk towards the incoming convoy of these cars, and
On our way, can I talk to Fish real quick?
yeah, of course.
Okay, so if this goes south, I don't really have any way of getting us out of this. Do you have like an escape plan of like us getting back to the group and like, reconvening? Or
I can knock a couple weapons out of their hands, and after that, how fast can you run?
Not faster than the other 28 bullets that are going to be facing us.
We're gonna have to hope we can hoof it. Let's just hope it doesn't come to that. I'm feeling particularly persuasive today. We're kind of on a roll. I feel like we got a budding friendship going on here. Like a buddy cop sort of dynamic, maybe.
Okay.
Let's
kind of
just let me have this. Let me have this. I need to be in a good headspace. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you whatever you need to be told. But
okay.
Maybe we can convince them to kind of step out of the car, get everybody out of one of those cart-looking things, and maybe if we have to get out of this, just jack one of their cars.
Okay, yay. Better than dying in a hail gunfire. I'm with it.
Yeah. Okay. We continue walking towards Scaff.
Genix is gonna lean over and go, "Oh, they could have a couple names. It could be Fish and Chips."
So
the chips is a stretch, but I like that it centers Fish because I think that will make Spade mad. And I think he needs to grow through his anger. So we're going to start calling him Fish and Chips.
Oh, I love it though. Spade is kind of like, it's shaped like a chip.
I do see it and I love it. Actually, now that I think about it more, I am 100% on board. Oh my God, our little fishies and chippies.
Meanwhile, I'm walking towards the car with Scaff. I'm like,
yeah,
man, it'd be really cool to be able to kind of get something going with Ace, and then we can be the Ace of Spades, and it'd be like an awesome little kind of duo name. Man, that'll be really cool once I get this Fish guy off my ass.
So as you finally get up towards the convoy, they stop, and in the leading the convoy, you see Scaff sitting right next to him, Ndidi, and then you see two people in one car, and you see three in the other. And they're kind of
so Scaff is with Ndidi.
Yeah, Scaff is with Ndidi.
We're giving it a wide berth.
Yeah.
I did break his kneecap recently, like imminently.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not the best person to have over here. The other cars are populated by how many people?
Two in the one to the right, three in the one, and they're just all kind of like Scaff's, assorted Scaff's gang member background, grunt number 2 type beat, with him, just kind of like backed up. And so they stop right in front of you. They do that thing where they stop the car like right in front of you, where you're like, oh, are you gonna hit me? And like kind of like that whole thing. And you see Ndidi kind of hop out. He kind of has like a makeshift leg brace on, both, and he's kind of walking, and he looks and he walks. He goes really close to Fish and looks down and like almost put his forehead against yours, and he says, "I'm glad you have come to your senses." And he looks towards Scaff, and Scaff's like, "All right, I see the white flag. I see you fighting my enemies. What's going on here? What made the sudden change of heart, and why shouldn't we kill you where you stand?"
we have come under some new information here, and we're thinking that maybe you didn't have the worst idea ever. And there are a lot of different factors at play here, a lot of different forces. And the Coastal Accord, they kind of, we've kind of joined up with them, and they kind of want to look out for themselves. We're looking for the same thing. We're just trying to get out of this okay. And we understand that you guys are kind of king shit around here. And, maybe that's not the worst way to leave things if we can come out of this a little copacetic. So I don't see the issue necessarily with destroying the tech, hub. And if you're willing to work with us, we're willing to work with you. If not, we'll go back to our group and we can just all kill each other. But I don't see the use in that.
We wouldn't let you go back to your group. We'd kill you right here. Why would we do something as stupid as that?
I mean, it'd be pretty unhonorable. I mean, like,
I hate honor. I hate honor. Honor's for the weak. But look, you're making a lot of sense, but you mentioned that you're working with the Coastal Accord. Look, that outfit is all about their money, and there's no way they're going to let you or me burn it. So how do they come into the picture, and where are they?
It's a lot easier to make money when you're alive. And they want to make sure that we're able to get out of this crazy situation all alive. And they're around. You think that you're going to be able to kill us if this goes badly, or if you don't like what I'm saying. You don't know that they don't have guns trained on you right now. So
you see,
I got a lot of deception.
No, Ndidi is a tech, remember? And he goes, he's lying because he used reveal. He's lying.
Do I have points in deception then? Okay. Maybe they don't have guns, but yes, Fish, help me out here.
Okay. All right. Look. So I kind of step in
much.
front. Can I put this part of the conversation under my seed skill, which is part of being a master soul seer?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna look right at Ndidi and be like, look, man, I feel bad about your knee. Like my buddy was saying here, we've met a lot of people. Our mind's been expanded. We got to weigh our options, and you're a man of industry. You're someone who's made a name for themselves in the world. Like you got to see what your options are. And we kind of went out and talked to a bunch of different people, and as it turns out, we agree with you the most. Now we know you're worried about the Coastal Accord, but we're close with them. We're good, right? We've been hanging out with them for a while. They helped us out. We're friendly with them. You're right. They do want to make money, but maybe we can work something out. Maybe they don't have to take a piece of tech, but I do think it would be the most valuable if we can all work together. We're just trying to stay alive here. We're trying to get into the floodlands. Maybe we can use our good favor with them, and we can all work together on something. They don't have any problem with you specifically. You're right. They're out there working for themselves, but I think we can all work something out here.
So after those lines leave your lips, in this huge, desolate wasteland, bridging on the other side of the bridge of the floodlands, there's a silence, a pause that is 9 months pregnant. It is so quiet, and you have the gang and Scaff and even Spade just kind of watching both you and Ndidi stare at each other in complete silence. And after a few seconds, anyone paying attention will notice that both of your noses start to slowly bleed. Both of your noses start to slowly bleed because you are trying to use this seed skill and he is trying to use a reveal skill. This is a tech versus techie battle as y'all both stare at each other, knowing that the outcome of this whole meeting relies on both of you. So I want you to roll a raw d6 against Ndidi's raw d6 to see.
Can I make him snake bit by playing some music?
Is that a skill, or are you just saying?
That is a skill. Yeah, it's background noise. I can read it for you.
Yeah.
Thank God.
It
Fish and
says,
chips.
Yeah. I see it
Man.
right here.
If a target of your choosing, you can hear your music, is a snake bit of all emotional and energy skills when interacting with your allies.
Let's you can go ahead and do the background noise.
Wish I had some music prepared, but I'm just like,
Yeah,
Just an anxious tone. Yeah.
Yeah. And just as you kind of like anxiously rub your calloused fingers against those strings, it's slightly appreciated by the rest of the gang, because everyone feels the tension that is currently rising between the two techies staring at each other. Go ahead and do this roll.
I rolled a 6.
Yes.
like you rolled a 6, that's a 7.
Yeah.
I rolled 2 3s. So out of silence, out in complete silence, you almost, especially you specifically, Fish, feel Ndidi kind of relent. And both of your nose kind of just drips one drop of blood. And almost at the same time, you wipe away the blood together. And Ndidi takes a deep breath, turns to Scaff, and says, I think we should work with them. I think we should see what they are talking about. And as if coated in magic, you see Scaff's mood immediately change. He immediately softens and goes, well, the more the merrier. Let's do this. And they kind of they kind of like walk forward to you, kind of invite you to get into the Jeep. At the same time that was happening, back down by Genix and Pug, you see y'all, as y'all are kind of kikiing, you notice that Dirt kind of throws his hand up on the top of your car. He's like, what's going on up there, huh? Well, you said you weren't working with them, but you got 2 dudes over there. And they're over there trying to do what God knows what. Like, you didn't want to tell us?
Y'all ain't never had a conversation. Just a regular schmegular conversation where you don't start with guns, you just start using your mouth and a conversating skill. Not ever. You'd have never considered that. Oh, hey, let me go over here and talk to this person. Oh, no, let me just go shoot their face. Like, take a break, my guy.
You see Dirt kind of frown in a perplexed way, as if you spoke to him in a different language. He goes, were you born yesterday? That's how it works. People will kill you and say sorry at the same time. People will stab you on the back as soon as they shake your hand. You can't trust anyone. And
Dirk,
right
have
now
you
you're
heard of
proving
something
it.
called active listening? Because you're not doing it currently, and I do think we could maybe. Do we know? Did Dirk see the whole like underwear on the on Steel Whispers? Like, does he know?
Yeah,
Okay.
he sees that. He's like, I don't need to actively listen. My eyes work. You waved
It's
your
hard
flag.
just
You're
'cause-
going.
Okay, Dirk, something you have to realize is that we are dealing with, in our party, a couple of cowards, and those 2 just went up there to do. Pug does not know how to handle this situation because she is on the side of killing first. So she is throwing her friends under the bus, which is what you do when you don't have good reasoning skills. They're just, I don't know what they're doing up there. I don't know. They're just, you got those people that,
Babe, hey, babe. Well, give me a second. And back to you, Dirt. And she's going to get right up in Dirt's face, like almost nose to nose, and she's going to look him dead in the eye and say, first of all, I wasn't born yesterday, because that'd make me a baby.
Yeah, no, that was kind of like a turn of phrase. I'm saying we do these things to protect ourselves. Like I'm trying to protect the people behind me right now. The people who had not a second thought to stand in front of a bullet and take their own life to protect me. So I'm trying to do my due diligence to make sure I'm not getting fucked over by the two people who just killed two of my folks.
You can't start fights with people and then say I'm trying to protect my people when you keep starting fights that get them killed. You are not being a good leader if your first instinct is to go and put your people in danger and put them on the fucking defense every single time you see somebody in a car. Like, what are you doing with your life? Like, go reevaluate what you're doing. You're sitting here trying to pick a fight. I understand you're trying to stay alive, blah, 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 blah. What about some tech? People already destroyed themselves over it. You gonna destroy your people that you love? You already lost some. They are willing to lay down their lives for you, but are you willing to make them?
He kind of like steps back, snorts, like, all right, whatever y'all say, whatever y'all say. And he walks back to the car, and you hear doors kind of open and shut, an engine start, and they drive into the floodlands, abandoning the bridge. And it's open for anyone to enter. Now we're back in the Jeep with Spade and Dee Dee and company as they drive up. And they drive up to the car that Ace was once driving that is now in your care. The keys are in there. And
Ace just like deuced it? Like,
yeah, Ace, you have not seen Ace since the battle kind of went down. And now you are you have this vehicle. The Jeep has come. And
is there any kind of he was communicating with the beta team on like radio or something, right? Or like, well, I guess he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, does he have radio?
Yeah, he had the radio there, and the radio kind of still is there.
It's still there. Is there an opportunity for me to be able to like, hey guys, I need to like go grab our stuff before we like, you know, we have this other car, we should probably take that one as well, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. We got to we need as many vehicles as possible. We need to try and smash, grab, get as much tech as we can, and then dispose of it when we can.
All right. So I'm gonna like scoot over, get out of the way, dude, and just sorry, move over him. Let me get out first. And then I walk over to the truck that we were in with Ace, and I just test the radio. I said, "Hey, is anybody out there?"
You hear a slap on the hood as you turn and you see Scaff just kind of staring at you as you're on the radio.
Just checking. I said we were with the Coastal Accord, just checking where they are.
Yeah. No, exactly. And I want to be in on that. I want to know what y'all got organized.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hey, Ace or Roach or fucking Fallon, I guess. If anybody's out there, we're just a little change of plans. We're working officially as we had previously planned, like this whole time. We're working with Scaff right now. So if we could all just kind of figure things out. The warriors, they're gone. They retreated. And now we can go across the bridge. So if we want to come out, I'm not really sure where you are.
There's this bit of silence, and then you finally hear a crackle, and it's Ace on the other side. Glad that worked out for y'all. It's look, nothing personal, but the Coastal Accord, we're clearly just neutral mercenaries, so we don't get in between long-standing rivalries. So are you saying that you dispatched of the warriors and now you are teamed up with Scaff and his gang?
Yep. Just as always planned, we are transitioning to Scaff's group. The warriors decided to retreat after suffering losses, and would love to continue our relationship. You don't need to do your own. You can stay with us. We'd love the support.
Of course. This thing, is Scaff nearby? Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah, do you want to? You have to press the button to be able to talk. He didn't hear you.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Still didn't press it. Still didn't, just on my go.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you can talk. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay, good job. Well done.
You hear Ace who's like, oh, okay, so cool. Scaff's been standing there the whole time. So you wanted to have this conversation with the whole team. Great. Okay, cool. Just all right. Yeah, we can definitely send you back up. We actually we're not too far off. We wanted to scope and see if there was any other entrances. It seems like that is in fact the only way. But yeah, you proceed in and we will be following you shortly. But truly, I wanted to apologize. Did not mean to leave y'all hanging. Just had to check in with the team.
Can I roll an intuition roll on him? Because I feel like, did he just like completely misread my tone? Or was he just totally abandoning us, or like what exactly was going on?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll intuition.
I have a +1 to emotion.
I can do the same with my gift of presence as well.
I rolled a 5 to a 6. I don't know what you can do.
Yeah, so like, he does seem very apologetic, and it seems like he is acknowledging that you are in the presence of Scaff and can't speak freely. So he's just kind of he's kind of basically what you're learning is they didn't want to risk burning any bridges being in this fight with you. So instead of joining the fight, they kind of dipped out on you.
Oh,
and
okay.
they are apologetic, but like it wasn't like a like we're trying to leave you hanging thing. It was more like because you pretty much figured that you had it like at about the moment that, yeah, I'll just freely say it. At about the moment you just killed 2 people in one go, Ace figured he didn't need to be there. And so he kind of dipped. That was the whole reason why they left in the first place. They left because they didn't want the whole company to be a part of it. And then once Ace kind of figured you all had it, he dipped. Okay. You just know that they're just all business. And anything that comes up, this is actually a good point, and since you rolled a 6, I'll just be anything that comes up that's going to be you choosing a side. Just know that they are going to be true neutral. They're not if you choose a path that puts them at odds with anything, then you just will essentially like not have their backing.
So doesn't even that despite the fact that we like talked about the plan beforehand about like trying to turn on everybody when they didn't realize that we were turning on them.
Well, they were on board for the plan to do that to Scaff, but then once a whole nother outfit like the Wandering Warriors got involved, that's another big outfit. So like so now we're talking about like relationships between like large outfits.
Yeah.
So they're on board with the plan, and it seems as much, which is why he was like, we're going with that plan. But you now know going forward, the moment another large outfit gets involved, you will not have their support. In a meta level, on a meta level, it will be very hard to get them to join you in battle.
Gotcha. I'll gather. All right, big fishes, come on up. Let's get everybody together here. Let's look. We're working with Scaff now. We're gonna, as we had already considered, we're going to destroy all the tech that's happening at this hub. So that's what's going on. Good job getting the warriors out of here. Reducing bloodshed.
I think after Pug's failed attempt at diplomacy, she's just going to just nod and not say anything. She's just going to look at Gen X and try to be like.
So Scaff kind of crosses his giant mutated arms and is kind of like staring at you specifically, Pug, and he kind of like, wow, didn't take you for the reducing bloodshed type, but okay, it looks I guess can't judge a book by its cover. Not everyone's Just
I want to kill stronger people, and there are so many weak people here. So, and Pug is just looking at Gen X, just like, oh.
roll deception on that.
These
statement.
fish are no offense, too small. That's a 3.
That's no way to talk about your friend like that. You don't need to.
She's doing that thing where her arms are crossed, but she's like pushing up on her biceps to make them look bigger, you know? The way insecure men do.
I just love how your cat keeps jumping on
really,
your lap,
yeah.
no matter how many times you push it off.
Ruining the vibe. I'm trying to be threatening.
Yeah. Well, so Scav kind of snorts and hops into his Jeep and takes off, expecting you to follow. As they head down this bridge, it's a pretty long bridge, and the reason I mention its length is because about halfway down the bridge, you hear a rumbling in the distance, and you kind of see 3 different corners of the vastness of the wasteland, cars in the distance. So it seems like people were watching the bridge, knowing that it was unable to be passed through, and now people are making a dash for this bridge. And you don't get to see exactly who is in these cars or what type of outfit it may be, because they're too far and you're driving. But at the tail end of the bridge, you notice the same type of truck as yours kind of join the bridge and is kind of like speeding up, trying to catch up to you.
Okay, crazy question. Once Ace and gang gets across, should we like try to blow up the bridge or something?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a reason to, but yeah.
Well, all those cars are gonna follow us across the bridge.
Yeah, I just mean, sure. I'm not here for strategy, but yeah, let's do it.
So as a reminder, there's one bridge that you can use to leave and to exit and enter the floodland. So if you were to blow this up, you would not be able to leave. Also, I'm just gonna go out and say you don't have the explosives to even do it.
That's the more deterrent.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether or not it's a good idea is secondary to whether or not we can do it.
That. Yeah.
Listen, I'm just gonna say it. I think that blowing it up is a bridge too far.
I'm not a fan of puns.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess just be on the ready, because there are other people who are going to be following us into the floodlands. So we have a lot of people that are at our throats, and at this point, we're keeping our enemies closer.
We haven't even met the Children of Cain. We haven't met the Chosen.
Oh, and they're in the city.
There's a lot of people who could kill us, is all I'm trying to say, or try
Good
to.
for us. That's how you know you're good at what you're doing, is when you have a long list of people that want to kill you.
Has Scaff just like kept on zooming past the bridge and his people?
Yeah, they're in front. So you are now in the convoy in the back.
Okay, and Ace is on our tail trying to catch up with us. Is he able to catch up with us, or is he kind of like gonna keep some distance?
No, he's trying to catch up, and he eventually will, probably by the time y'all get to the end of the bridge.
Okay. Just following along in the convoy then.
Can I ask a question? Get a little personal. I mean, I feel like we haven't really taken that chance to kind of like, dig in.
Dig in.
So I guess I'll just ask the question. Fish, is there like a Mrs. Fish or Mr. Fish or like any other?
Oh no.
Fish?
No, absolutely not. Not for lack of trying, just,
Tell me about it.
Oh no, you're just cute as button. I was just wondering, just like for like future reference and all.
Oh my god, wow. Thank you.
Just throwing it out there, getting it on the line, if you will.
Oh my god. All right, I don't really know how to act in a situation like. What do people usually say at this point?
You could say something like, Well, reel it in.
Well-
We say. that.
Well, reel it in.
This is painful.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, we'll talk. I mean, we're in the middle of a deadly, situation and all that, and death.
Yeah, yes, certainly. Yeah.
Pug takes out her knife again while listening to this and just slowly starts just pushing it into her thigh. Just looking absolutely heartbroken watching Gen X flirt with fish.
I try to ever so smoothly and gently rest my hand on Pug's thigh.
Pug very,
Tiny
very
hand.
Pug looks at this hand and sighs and then takes out the knife and then moves it and then starts putting it back in over
I feel
where
like
your
I-
hand is.
Bring it back.
Well, after a long, awkward car ride with slight romantic tension, you get to the other side of the bridge, and standing before you looks like a marsh. But the marsh is very tricky in the sense that you can tell that in the distance there are some areas that look like the same level of water, but seem to be deeper. And the reason that it seems deeper is because these things you've heard of, but that the granddads used to have, skyscrapers, and you've kind of seen some dilapidated ones around the wasteland. You're seeing the top of them and the water. So you're in very tricky terrain because if you step in a wrong place, you can be headed down into a bit of water. But it seems like off in the distance, you see that there is a chance to, there's a hill, basically, just to make it easy as a description, San Francisco is a very hilly city. There's huge hills, and so you because of the hills now being covered in water, there are some places in the distance where you can see there are the remnants of the old buildings that are dry and out of the water, but you also see some areas where you can see the top of the buildings, and it seems like it's shifted in a way that, with an earthquake or nuclear attack, that parts of the cities are lower than other parts. But you do see a clear way into, it's a bunch of rubble that over time now kind of looks like a cave, but it's all the remnants of buildings, cars, and houses, things that used to be filled with life, now just turning this into a desolate cave. And this is the entrance into the kind of the depths of the floodlands. So then Scaff comes over and says, all right, I think it's pretty simple. We're just going to get close as possible. We're going to try and talk some sense to the children of Cain. We're going to see if they're going to allow me to destroy it. If not, we're going to have a couple of different routes. We have the sneaky route, and we have the blow the front gates open and attack them all route. Does anyone need me to go over the two plans?
The third plan.
Maybe don't blow up the front door. It kind of, sets us all up to die. Easy
Yeah,
target,
exactly.
front door. Pew, pew.
So then we're doing the sneaky route where we come out and come around from the back of the area, blow it up, kill everyone inside, and take everything.
As long as something gets blown up, yeah.
Something will get blown up. And he pulls out kind of these small kind of sticks of dynamite that they kind of use old newspaper and different kind of found paper, but you could see the gunpowder kind of packed in and the fuse. It's we just take a couple of sticks of these against the wall, we'll be able to get into any room.
Do you just travel with those?
Yeah. You never know when you need to blow something up,
We could have used those on the bridge. Okay. All right. I feel like the sequencing in this group is not.
Wait,
Quite like
wait a
that.
second. You want to blow up the bridge? How are we going to get out? You want to
Well,
live
no.
here?
I mean, Do you want to live here? I don't know.
No,
like-
it is slightly colder than southern from down here. And it really sucks. And and sometimes you come up here and you think, oh, okay, I'm down. It should be the same temperature because it's the same state, and you forget a jacket and it's way colder and it sucks. And you're like, damn, I gotta buy another jacket.
It's so
Now
funny.
who's doing the local references?
Look, I think we've all established that we're pretty good at killing and murdering indiscriminately. But
Sometimes
I do
discriminately too.
Yeah, discriminately and indiscriminately. I do think, given the raw volume of people within a several mile radius that may or may not want to kill us, we should probably try the sneaky route and just see our options, keep our options open. That's kind of worked for us thus far, like playing both sides a little bit.
Okay, yeah. You know what? You might be onto something. Here's the thing. Depending on their mood, the children of Cain are willing to trade, but they are always so dicey about that tech. They will not trade it no matter how much you offer, no matter how much you ask, because people have asked. And sometimes when you ask and you get a little too pushy, you end up dead. But maybe they're in a good mood. Maybe we can be very, very convincing. And when he says this, he kind of like rears up close to y'all and kind of like almost flexes and then like almost kind of puts an arm around Pug to imply that like with Pug by his side, they're gonna get whatever they want. He sees a kindredship with Pug and remembers their earlier conversation when they did connect.
Pug just like throws her mohawk, kind of hits him in the face a little bit. It's so greasy.
Oh. All right,
Chewy.
let's get to it. So y'all take the convoy a little closer in and y'all go through the caverns, and you don't get too far until you notice that it is like a big makeshift kind of scrap sheet metal gate that blocks going in any further. And you kind of notice that this particular cavern, because there's many caverns all around the floodlands that kind of go into different places, but this place, it has an interesting symbol that is kind of above it. It has like it's like a semi-octagon, like a smooth octagon, with a curve within it, and so like it kind of is all glass. You see this symbol, and then you see this makeshift gate that they made, and one of the children kind of step up, halt. All right, and so Scaff is next to Pug and leans over and is like, okay, I don't know what your friends are gonna do, but I mean, I'm following y'all lead. I trust you. And he kind of sits back and lets your outfit kind of lead this conversation. So who wants to talk to this? And so this person is kind of draped in what would look like it was like an altar boy robe almost, but it's very dirty. And it's and it still has that kind of, if you for those who haven't been to Catholic church, it's kind of like it's like a drapey kind of full body
the robe,
like a robe,
robes.
yeah. But you know, because I know
like a poncho.
Johnny, like a poncho. Johnny has been there, but that front kind of like almost tabard is kind of like ripped a little bit. And and with paint, you see that it has the acronym of this outfit, Children of Cain, COC.
Cock.
COC.
Okay.
Children of Cain.
Okay, so it's,
Wait, is Cain with a C, not a K?
Cain with a C.
Not like a
COC.
WWE wrestler.
cock. Okay.
So who's gonna speak to this person?
I'll do it.
Thank you.
All right. So, as you walk up, he holds a long spear and leans in, State your business.
So, hi, my name is Gen X, and these are my friends, and we just want to seek passage. We're actually working with you guys on another thing, but we should be able to come in and talk to you because we have mutual friends, and they invited us, and they told us to come here, and that if we came here, that we could talk to you, and when you talk to us, that we could come inside, and that we could all work together, but first we had to have a conversation. And so this is me telling you that we all know each other, and they know you, and so therefore you know us.
So, you see the gate start to open, but only a short bit. And out of the gate comes 5 more robed individuals with spears. And the gate closes behind them, and they stand in front of the gate. We do not work with outsiders. So whoever you are trying to convince us you're working with, whether it be them back there or yourself, no, we don't work with outsiders. So you must have some wrong information. I will repeat once more, what is your business here?
Well, you know, technically an outsider is only an outsider until you invite him in.
We're just friends you haven't made yet.
At this point, Fish will step forward. I'd like to try to use my seed skill here. Do I need to roll, or would that come after I speak?
You can speak, say what you're gonna say, and then roll.
Okay.
Information doesn't work?
I think that, you know, what my friends here are trying to say is that beyond all else, we're here to worship some of this tech. We just are humble travelers, you know, that have heard about your reverence for tech, and we'd like to just worship it, join in ourselves, and maybe, depending on, you know, what the vibe is like, how you guys feel about us, maybe talk about trading a little bit. No pressure, you know, not trying to be pushy, just saying it's an option, you know.
Okay, go and roll for it.
3 + 1, so 4.
4. Okay. So when you start to do this, your kind of like trademark techie ability of the nosebleed starts. And who were you speaking to?
The first guard, the person who asked our business.
Okay, so he's up high. He's kind of in this kind of he's on this platform, and upon seeing your nosebleed, he starts to cover his ear. And you get a net thrown on you by one of the other guards.
Oh,
and
good.
And so you see that first guard kind of like dip off. You don't know what happened to him. He's silent, and a new guard comes forward, dressed similarly. He goes, "If you try your techie abilities again, we will kill you where you stand."
I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna say, I have a dream. I have a dream that we, man and tech, can become one. I have a dream that I can be the voice of that tech. I hold before you steel whispers. I believe that tech can amplify this instrument and become a mouthpiece of Cain himself and be a voice of your God.
Everyone
Will
kind
you
of
help me
like,
achieve that dream?
everyone frowns at you and looks at you with disgust. It's like, we do not believe that tech, the thing that has raised this land, the thing that has put us all in the position we are today, is our God. We think it is something to be stored, contained, and protected from hands like yours. But
You guys have horrible marketing people. I did not get that at all.
We should have.
Yeah, maybe we should have
Should have done a little aside as we do.
You know what they say
You-
about
you hear-
people who assume.
you hear a clap as 2 people walk forward, and these 2 people are kind of like they're wearing some glasses that that seem weird because there's kind of like a glow to them, almost as if there's you know, you wouldn't know this, but it's like AR technology that they're.
It's like the Spy Kids glasses where they just like
no, it looks like those slim glasses. They look dorky. They have some weird multicolored funny you should say that. They have a weird multicolored G on the side of them.
Yeah, there you
and
go.
then they walk forward and they're wearing like those tech backpacks, the ones with like USB ports and things like that. They're holding their watches. They have like these Fitbits on their wrist, and one is holding a scatter gun, and the other one is holding a pistol, and they clap and they come. So I don't. They clap as they come forward.
And
You see Scuff kind of like perk up and Scaff. You see him perk up and look, and most of his men kind of like have their hands on their weapons, interested to see. But this character goes, he's like, well. I like this guy because he's on to something. Look, the granddaddy's messed up. That's all. They made a mistake. They knew what they had at their fingertips and went a little too hard, but that don't mean we gotta be afraid of it, baby. Like he says, he can make his little doohickey amplify the sounds. It makes us stronger, it makes us smarter. It connects us to the world. We get our hands on that tech, we'll blast ourselves right out of this here apocalypse that we went through. We can connect our nation. Back in the day, you were able to pull out these black tablets and be connected with everyone, no matter how far they were. I heard there was a whole system to reward fans, and I gotta say, I want that back. And I can't be the only fan over here that would want that back. So he kind of steps up and he like, you know, like gives your shoulder a grab, but in that like almost youth preacher level like grab of like, he respects you and you really, the words you said resonated with him. And he keeps walking forward and he walks to the front. He's like, look, we've talked all this time and I'm done talking. You know why I'm here. You know what I want. I'm just, like I said, I don't want no bloodshed. I want the tech. And it's not just me here. Word has gotten out. You got all kinds of outfits around here. You know, you got Scaff and his weird gang. You got the Coastal. You got the Wandering Warriors here. You got our Chosen, them knocking on your door. Hell, I heard even Feast is coming down here. And you know how they get down. So, just open those gates. Let us take that tech out of your hand and we'll make sure word gets out that y'all don't have it in your little community here. Stay safe. And you see the new person who stands. He's like, all right, we've told you once, we'll tell you again, and we'll tell you each time you ask. The weapons in here stay protected and out of the hands, especially from the likes like you. And you looking directly at Spade, and you looking at Scaff. We're not going to destroy it. We're not going to give it away. We've taken it upon ourselves to guard it. and keep it out of the hands of the likes like you. What can be destroyed can be picked apart, remade. You don't have the ways to truly destroy this tech, and who knows if you'll actually destroy it once you get your hands on it. We've fallen for that before. People who say that they want to toss it into the ocean or light it aflame. Then once they get out there, the first bidder gets their hands on it.
How many chosen are here right now?
You have chosen two. It's just
two.
the two guys who walked up. It's only two of them.
I think to get the Children of Cain's trust, Pug is gonna go, oh, we'll show you how to destroy stuff. And then I think she is going to try to grab one of the Chosen by the back of the neck and just like slam his head into the car, into like the front of the car.
Ooh, okay. So which one are you gonna do? The one holding the pistol, who was the one talking, or the one with the scattergun?
Scattergun feels a little bit more dangerous. So, she just, y'all, we gotta make a choice. So yeah, she's gonna try to fuck him up, or at least send the message that we are on the side of Cock.
Can I read what Pug is doing and pop out the axe from Steel Whispers and slash the guy who was holding, like, touching my shoulder? The Chosen
You
with
slash
with the
into
pistol.
your own shoulder.
No, just like a turn and slash at him. If this is the direction we're going, then might as well just go for it.
Okay, so
We
you're
gotta
gonna try and
choose,
pop
y'all.
out whispers. You're gonna try and push one of the Chosen into this car, and what?
Well, basically, like, I'm assuming we're standing near the car, right? So I just wanted to take him by the back of the neck, be like, oh, you're worried people don't know how to do. We'll show you how to destroy things. Grab him by the back of the neck and just slam his head down into the hood of the car. Just an attack. We're starting combat, folks.
Is anyone gonna do anything else?
I'm doing my thing.
I would just like to look around and shake my head a little bit and say, can we just not ever talk about anything? Is this going to be this is resolution? This is where we're at?
There's a lot of people. There's only two of them, and there's a lot of everyone else. So if we get rid of them, now there's only two groups. And I like smaller numbers. I have a harder time with bigger numbers.
Do what you're going to do. Y'all, you go and do what you're going to do. I'm staying over here and just... I'm not judging you. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, you do what you're gonna do, and I'm not disappointed. Go ahead.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Cool. All right. And is Fish gonna do anything, Owen?
No, I want to wait and see how this goes down.
So, because this is all happening at the same time, I'm getting everyone's action, because what's about to happen is about to happen all at the same time. So nothing will be able to happen after the fact.
Out of character, I really want them to.
I get why you're doing it. Stand by.
Okay.
Don't worry. Stand by your actions.
Oh wait, I can't do anything, right? I'm in a net on the ground.
Oh yeah, you're in a net. Sorry, thank you. Let me write.
So I just
kind of
look around helplessly.
You are in a net.
Oh no, I forgot that.
Knowing that my fate is in the hands of my brazen party.
Yes.
We immediately attack the people that did not threaten you.
Okay, so here's what happens. You grab this guy by the neck and slam it. But at the same time that this is happening, Spade pulls out the whispers, and once the blades come out, Fish, your head starts throbbing because you feel the energy of 5 techies in your place in a weird way that they've been able to conceal it. And at that moment, Whispers goes flying back the other way of the cage, and you see the head that you the guy who had the scattergun, who you pressed against the car, gets ripped out of your hands and right into he gets pulled forward out of your hands and right into the spears of the five guards who were standing, who have now since pulled down their their spears, and you see all of their nose start to bleed, and they pull it out and they just pretty much stab them to death right in front of you. So now you stand there and you just witness this man get killed, and the person up top looks at you, Pug, and says, "We don't need your help, and you've wasted our time, and it seems like talk has not worked. It seems like our words have not worked." And at that time, you hear Scaff say, "Oh, this is the bad mood I was talking about." And he was like, "So, you all will die." And then you hear a chuckle of the other man standing next to you that had his gun. He's like, "You done fucked up, you know that, right? You know you done fucked up, right? Right? Right?" And he does a snap. And when he snaps, you see 5 separate sticks of dynamite fly over your head and go towards the front of the cage that went up. And Scaff goes, "Well, looks like it's about to get good." And as that gate explodes, that's where we'll end our episode.
Hell yeah, violence!
This is just such like, let's try to keep up with like whoever seems to be in the dominant position.
It seemed to me like the nerds were not the dominant ones, so I wanted to take them out of the running.
Yeah, it's very,
the chosen.
Yeah, I mean it's very. Yeah.
I don't know. They didn't. I think that if anybody came off as nerds, it was the children of Cain.
Yeah, well,
they're a different type of nerd.
Yeah, it's fun seeing y'all trying to chase the big dog, and it's only going to get more fun in future episodes. But thank you for watching this week's episode of Old Rush, a Duster campaign. We'll be back, and we'll see what happens with this fight that just broke out at the front gates of the Children of Cain, or as Annika likes to call them, Cock.
Did I do that?